Hello everyone, Scott Caporal here and Tina Vella. Tina's one of my newest VIP members in my Karatbars business and also a good friend, which is excellent. And I'm staying up with them, when I say them, Tina and Julian. On the way, I've been staying in Sydney. As many of you know, my mother-in-law is very, very ill, so I came back to Bali to spend some time with her and also spend some time with my family. And very conveniently, Tina and Julian live on the way up to Coffs Harbour where my folks live. So we've taken this opportunity to spend the night, catch up and talk about business. And I'm really impressed with the list of questions that Tina had for me. So within our enthusiasm, we didn't grab the camera out yesterday, we just ran through them. I thought, well, how about we go through them again? And so everyone can actually learn from the great questions you've asked.
Sure.
So Tina, just tell people about yourself.
Okay. Hi everyone. Again, my name's Tina. I live on the beautiful Central Coast here and having a great time with Scott and valuable day we had yesterday. I am a mother of 2 children and have a husband, and I'm a little bit, what I should say. I've left the corporate world to seek other opportunities within my life, and some of that has been about the creative side, and some of that has been looking for something online that's in network marketing, and something that I can have as a business that's my own that I could use and allow me to travel and still generating an income as I'm jet setting around the world. So that's my vision. So, and predominantly driven by my children and driven by the fact that I want some security for them as a parent, as we all do as parents. So that's a big driver for me. My journey has been quite an interesting journey in terms of coming from a small family business, watching my parents go into bankruptcy at the late age of 60, having a very hard retirement, and I'm very motivated not to have a hard retirement. Yeah. And with things happen, like obviously with GFC, and it's always put a lot of people backwards. So I don't want to go backwards as an older person. So that's a driver for myself. Yes. But in terms of background, I come from a corporate world in management, in senior management, managing large teams. Yep. Whether it be supply chain, whether it be in the water industry. So I've had quite a diverse background in customer service management, in administration management. So there's a whole lot of skills that I'm applying now into the Karatbars business, which is really exciting. So, had a lot of questions when I first started. Yeah.
And have you been online before?
I had been online before.
Okay.
Yeah, I had been online before. I was involved in the Amway business. Okay. Which was good, but the whole element of the Amway business, it didn't resonate with me as much as the Karatbars business does.
Okay. And why is that?
I didn't actually enjoy the product base. I didn't enjoy the fact that I had to it was like having another job itself, having to get your friends and try and convince them. To say, hey, this is a great opportunity. Here's, washing powder. You could buy washing powder and get money from washing powder, which is really not exciting. I don't think that's exciting. It's a day-to-day commodity, but, it's not really glamorous in that respect. And the fact that it had this undertone where you could actually lose your friendships because, it had this bad, like, oh, Amway, you've got to fill your garage with stuff, and so there was a history around it, so you were combated with that. And it didn't give me the flexibility I want. I found that you had to attend seminars on weekends, you had to go to seminars at night time, or go to meetings at night time, go to people's places at night time. So it didn't fit with the lifestyle that I wanted. I'm high energy, I like my weekends, I enjoy people, I like building relationships.
You want some freedom?
I want some freedom.
Lots of freedom?
Lots of freedom. So I don't want to be tied down to another job. And that's
And Tina's been to see me in Bali, actually. Tina comes over to Bali to holiday there, and we caught up in Bali when you first asked me about Karatbars business, saying, Scott, how are you living this life of freedom and still running a business? And that's part of what got you interested, right?
It is definitely. When I met Scott, I went, I want to know what you're doing because I want the life that you've got. not to the T though, but
Yeah.
but yeah, I was very intrigued, and I thought
Tina's got a beautiful house here, you should see. I might do a pan later, and it's just bush and water, and this is about an hour north of Sydney on the Central Coast, and it's stunning. It's just beautiful here. I can understand why you want to live here.
Yeah, it's a great spot. Like, you live in a great spot, so it's like, how do you get that freedom? What are you doing that I could do the same?
Yeah, sure.
So coming back from a previous experience in network marketing business, that whole process of duplication. How do I duplicate what you're doing?
Okay.
Which is really important.
Essential.
Yeah. So when I first started with my VIP package, I'm like, okay, well, what do I do with this? Well, I'm in the Carrot Bars business. I have all these questions.
Yeah.
And the support's been fantastic. So, hence, and I've been quite blessed that we've had the time that I can sit and directly ask you,
Yes.
my sponsor, lots and lots of questions.
Excellent. Great.
So it's been a great privilege.
Well, would you like to get into them?
Yeah, let's do. Yeah.
We covered them in sort of brief yesterday, and this is a good chance to go through it again and clarify.
Yeah. So when I think about when I first started, and training videos are great. They're there, they're available, but I got stuck. I got stuck in terms of, I'm with Aweber, I'm looking at these emails. Do I reformat them? I know I have to put my own tone to them, but what do I do with those? That's where I was perhaps trying to get ahead of myself.
Yes.
So there was a bit of a block there. So I kept finding, I kept looking at the first, 1 to 5 emails and going, what do I do with these?
Yeah.
How do I change the links? What do I do?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And your specific question to me would be?
Would be, do I reformat the emails?
Right. That's a good question. Emails are the way that you're going to communicate with your leads, and it's important that you communicate as from you. What Lawrence and Albie did with the sales funnel was put together the emails that they had crafted in the language that they speak and the language that works for them. Everyone does speak and communicate with a different language. So it's important to restructure those emails as far as you want the same message to come across, but the method of the way you deliver needs to be personalised in your style. The first 5 emails are pretty standard. There's not a lot of personalisation. As far as formatting goes, my advice would be keep it really simple. Don't change too much on the formatting, because we want to see everyone make money in this business quickly. Once you start earning a certain amount of money, then I think there's a time where you actually discover really your own style. But it's really important to communicate using the language you use. So Lawrence is a South African, so he uses a more South African style of language, if I can say that. Albie uses a different language. I use a totally different language. So you might just read the emails and just take the essence of what they're trying to say and rewrite them in your own terms. It's certainly not something you want to put a lot of energy on to start with, because we know those emails work. The important thing is learning how to market, learning how to get your link, where to get your link out to actually get people into your list. Once you've got people in your list, 500, 1,000, 2,000 people in your list, that's when you want to start really crafting emails, getting better at your copywriting, and it's a progression. You want to work on this throughout your online career, if I can call it. I don't really like a career, but just your online fun. Let's call it that. Yeah,
I like that.
That's what I call it.
Yeah. Okay. One of the other questions I had was, we talk about building relationships. Yes, people are receiving their emails.
Yes.
But we talk about conversion, and
Yes.
I got stuck on what that actually means. You obviously, the essence is you want everyone to sign up to Carrot Bars. You want to
Actually, you don't want everyone to sign up to Carrot Bars. This is the interesting thing. Interesting about building a list. You want the right people to sign up to Carrot Bars. So that the point of your communication has a couple of elements to it. First of all, I like the idea of polarising people, because you want either people to be, yes, I really want to follow Tina and get in her business, or actually, I don't like her, I don't like her business, I'm going to unsubscribe. You really want that. You don't want people sitting on the fence. You want to, with the emails, and if you follow some of the leaders in the industry, you can read some of their emails and they try and split people.
Right.
And they move people through emotion, because people don't buy through fact, people buy through emotion. People don't really buy a product, they buy from you. Okay, so the whole concept of building a relationship is what the emails are there for. The emails alone won't do it. which is why we include lifestyle and family pictures. It's why we encourage that you'd almost want to do a YouTube video for every second or third email that you send out, or as you get more professional, as you get more experience, probably want a YouTube video for every email that you send out, either with the same content or referring to content, because video is the strongest way that people will connect with you, because they'll see you, your appearance, they can get a chance to look at your eyes, they get a chance to read your body language. There's so much hidden stuff that's going on within a video that builds trust and relationship. Email and words are just one part of that. So to feel the whole picture, that's why I tell everyone to start doing videos, even if they feel novice and scared, nervous. It's just practice becomes, I won't say perfection, I don't like the word perfection, but you just get better and better at it.
Yeah, just build your confidence.
Build your confidence of doing videos. Just learn to become natural in front of the camera.
Yeah.
It's really essential, because it's about that communication skill. People will pick up you're nervous, so that's why we just keep doing 1 or 2 or 3 a week until you lose your nerves and you sit there and you just talk away at the camera. And I've seen your clips. You're great. You're a natural.
Thank you.
Yeah. Does that answer your question?
It does answer the question. It does answer the question. So, in terms of the capture pages.
Actually, I've just thought of another point with that. There's 3 points to those emails. Your follow-up emails are going to have some level of information informing. They're going to have element of connection, but you connecting with your readers. The third, and probably the most missed one, is you want to add value to people. You want to give away massive value. And newbies to the industry will go, what sort of value do I give? Because they're always thinking of value around the Carrot Bars business. I would like to encourage people to give value for any particular skill they have. Let's say you're great at customer service. You could write a blog on 5 tips of customer service, because people can use that in their everyday life. People could use that in their business.
Yeah.
So, and you want to be I don't like the term go-getter. I went to a seminar and a workshop and we talked about go-givers, and that really resonated with me. So it's about go-giving. Getting's all about what's in it for me.
Yeah.
What you want to do is be a leader. People want to follow leaders, and it's about what are you going to give. So if you start giving free information, and sharing your knowledge in any area of your life, particularly if it's related to that niche that we're targeting, which is the home-based business, people interested in gold, people interested in investing, people interested in lifestyle, freedom. If you can target some of your skills around that, you're going to give massive value. And you want people chasing you to join your business because you're adding value. People are always looking up to get a hand up. So you want to be that person to say, hey, I'm going to give you a hand. So, yeah, so the value is the next important part of that email communication. And we're covering
Much to learn. There's much to
we
learn.
didn't even cover this yesterday, did we?
We didn't cover that yesterday. I'm thinking, do I write this down or watch the video?
Watch the video.
Capture pages. Again, as a newbie, just trying to work through. Obviously, there's a great sales funnel and a new one coming, but you know the benefits of the capture pages, and you know, do we create our own capture pages, and how do we go about? Which is not so much in how to, because we know there's a video for that, but
yes,
the reason, the logic, why not to, or
yes,
so it's just trying to get your head around that aspect.
Yeah, the short answer is yes. You want to learn how to develop capture pages. The long answer is, at what time is it appropriate to do it? The reason the sales funnel has been put together for everyone is to give someone a really quick start, like a fast track into it. When I first got into online marketing, I had to learn all this myself. Same with Albie, same with Lawrence, and most of the leaders who started outside before we got this together. So it was a lot of trial and error, and it was really hard work. So the whole idea of the sales funnel is to put together a framework where people can launch into straight away and have a capture page for them, have follow-ups that you can take less than 4 or 5 hours to get the first 10 done, and you can be up and running and putting your link out there within a day or two, very, very quickly. Over time, this team is going to be huge. So capture pages are going to be the same ones going to be used over and over again, and you want to be unique. So there will be progression, there will be a certain time, and you'll know when that is to go, okay, now's the time where I need to start creating my own capture pages. Like you said, we've got the tools in Aweber to do them, and then once you master that and you want to go a little bit better, then you can use some products like 10-minute pages, and they can do capture pages for you, or leadpages.net. There's some tips. Come and see me for my affiliate link if you want to join up. And you can create some amazing pages. So it's very, very easy to get bogged down in trying to do all this at first, but what I want to say, it's like going from kindergarten to year 1, year 2, you just develop your skills. And it's not a matter of jumping all in because it just gets overwhelming. Start with the basics, start building a list. Then when you have a bit more time, because most of your time should be actually promoting your business, then go, okay, let's experiment with a couple of capture pages. Start with the tutorial that Albie's got in the back office, which is great. A customised Aweber page which actually looks really professional because you can put your photo and image and text and play around with that. And yesterday what we did is we did an example with Aweber. You can do some split testing of capture pages, which is the next advanced thing, because how well does your capture page convert is unknown unless you're comparing it to another capture page. So within Aweber and other tools, you can create 2 or 3 capture pages, and you can send the same traffic, which is the most important thing, to there's going to be a bit of jargon here, but you'll pick it up, like a link rotator. So people click on a link, and in that link, you set up your capture pages you want to refer to and set the percentages of each of that traffic to each capture page. So if you've got 2 capture pages, you do it 50-50, you've got 3, you do 33%. So you're sending the same traffic, so you know it's the same source. Send it to each 3 different capture pages, or 2 in this case, and then you get to see which one's converting better. Once you've got that, then you can move the poorer converting one and then either run with that one or later on create a new one and split test that.
Yeah.
And again, this is evolution. I haven't done a lot of this because I haven't needed to.
Yeah.
I'm at the stage now after 3 years online where I really need to start refining my capture pages. So analysis paralysis will paralyse you. I used to suffer from it. And I see a few people in my team suffer from it. And I know what it's like.
Yeah.
But it's about action and failing your way forward, and just start slow.
Yeah.
Just start slow.
You can't measure, you can't improve. So.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. But capture page is a very, very crucial part. And with the new sales funnel, I know there'll be multiple capture pages to choose from. People can split test them. We've actually had the team, the internet marketing gurus behind the sales funnel, actually do all the split testing for us.
Okay, that's great. We talked about conversions yesterday, and we talked about, people are registering on our from the emails, and we've got a list and we're building our list.
Yes.
At what point, and those people that whilst it is, they're still not in our Carapa's business.
Yes.
They're still an asset.
Yep.
At what point are we building that relationship? I get confused about, am I supposed to be, Skyping these people straight away? Am I supposed to be that proactive?
Yep.
Or am I waiting until they sign, they've actually purchased the package?
Okay.
And are in Carapa's?
Yes. That's a good question. I'll take a step back with conversions and we'll go into that, because conversions start from the traffic that is sourced, whichever traffic source you've got, online, offline. There's so many different sources of traffic, and we'll go into a video on that later. So your traffic there's a number of people that will see your capture page and will opt in. So that's one conversion. After that, they obviously get your email follow-up series. Now, all the internet marketing stats I've ever looked at talk about an incubation period. So there's that relationship, there's that value add, there's that time for them to look at the offer and then evaluate it. And they talk about 7 to 14 emails.
Right.
And for that relationship to build before they really get into it. So that's why it's important to have a good series of follow-up over 7 or 14 days with an email every day or every other day. And from that, obviously, people, if they like the business, they'll sign up for their free affiliate account in Carapa's. And what I understand you're talking about is, okay, there's a number of people who actually sign up for free, but not everyone goes ahead to buy a package.
Yeah.
And for me and my business, I think that number's around about 50%. And I'm pretty sure it might be the same with Lawrence and Albie. It'll depend on how much extra value you add for those people who actually get in for their free account and all that. And then there's an incubation period where people sign up for their free account, have a look at it because they've got access to the back office, then they can make a decision, yes, I want to proceed, yes, I don't. Now, this is a strategy I want to encourage everyone to do. If someone actually signs up for a free account, they're actually then your client. Now, they haven't become active, they're still a team member, but they're not an active team member. In the back office of Carapa's, as we had a look yesterday, you do have the phone number and the email address of that person. Carapa's will also send you an email to say, hey, someone's registered for a free affiliate account. So what I have made available for myself and my team is a scripted email that I send out through my personal email, not Aweber. When they join, they say, hey, I've noticed you've signed up for Karatbars. Welcome to the team. I noticed you haven't bought a package yet, so here's the link with the instructions on how to buy a package. Here's my Skype details. I might say, here's my Facebook. Connect with me and let's get you going. So I send that email out as soon as they've registered. So that's a process that I've set up. What I haven't done is more follow-up with that, and that could be done. Even, you've got their number, find out what time zone they're in. So that's really, remember, we've got a global business. I've got people from Europe, from America, from New Zealand, Australia, all over the world joining this business. So just be careful about what time zone you call them. But they've got their phone number in them. So if it's a mobile cell phone, send them an SMS or give them a call.
Yeah.
Connect with them. I think that will increase conversions out of sight. Now, I must admit, I haven't been doing that. So that's something I'm going to be implementing in my business because I've got lots of people who have actually signed up for their free account, but they haven't actually gone yet and bought the package. And a simple phone call may convert them. When they hear a voice,
that's more personal.
it's just more personal. And that's not wasted time. You're not chasing dead leads, right? That's what we call a warm lead. They've seen the promotions of the business. They've seen the Protection Through Gold system. They know what it's about. Maybe they just need a little bit of encouragement just to feel confident.
Maybe one question that they don't know.
Exactly.
The
And they just don't reach out. So be proactive. At that stage, I would reach out and talk to your potential. Also, those people will still be on your sales list. So they're still getting the emails. They're still getting your broadcasts until they unsubscribe. So they're going to be constantly minded about the power of this business. Guys, we've got 20,000 people who have registered as affiliates in this business in, what is it now, 11 months? 10 months. It's incredible.
That's fantastic.
And most of us haven't even started turning on the real marketing tap yet. Because the new sales funnel, loads of times you'll see this, the new sales funnel will be like
Looking forward to the new sales funnel.
Yes. Although, I've got to say this, the sales funnel is not the be-all and end-all. It's just a step up and a fast track. It's as Lawrence talks a lot, it's all mindset. If you're relying on just a sales funnel to make your business work, well, you're relying too much on one element of your business. You've got to step up, you've got to learn, you've got to be involved, you've got to be a leader, be a person who wants to help people. If you're in this to make money and only to make money, I'll just say, see you later, guys. This is not a make money business. This is a help people business. Oh, and we make money at the same time and protect our wealth. So if we have that mindset, it changes everything.
It's good advice.
Yeah, good, thanks. I've learnt the hard way.
The hard way. Again, as a newbie, in terms of a marketing strategy, because obviously it's new for some. Like obviously there's a lot of language, and we talk about YouTube, and I seem to be going down a YouTube path. I like to perform, and I just, like, how do I get my head around, what's the right thing for me? What's the right marketing strategy?
I love this question, and when I work with all my VIPs, one of the strongest areas of focus I work on is where is someone's natural ability, and where is it? Well, I like to use the term flow. Where's your best flow? Where is it? They talk about low-hanging fruit. They talk about all these analogies about where is it the easiest for you to get where you are to where you want to go. And I think this is why so many people fail on the internet, because they just follow their sponsor. And I've done a lot of personality profile testing, and I use Wealth Dynamics as part of the toolkit that I've personally used that I'll be sharing with my team later, to understand what type of personality profile you have, which will help determine which is the best way for you to communicate with or reach your audience. For example, introverted people who are really detail-oriented, they'd be great at YouTube, they'd be great at like Google pay-per-click, all the metric stuff where it's just putting a banner ad and tweaking and all that. For those people who are creative and maybe in the writer space, well then definitely blogging is the way to go. Or people who are artistic can do that. People who are more extrovert and outgoing, definitely YouTube. Not to say that introverts can't do YouTube, because they can do, like me, more detailed videos. But if you look at the great videos Albie does and some of the other extroverts in our team, they just present so well on screen, and you just get that warm and fuzzy feeling. And you're in the same boat. And that's why I suggested for you to do YouTube, because you're just naturally vibrant and you come across great on camera.
Hello.
So for anyone watching this, and I hope people watch this a couple of times, think about, and at the same time, all of this is pushing your comfort zone. So the great paradox here is what is pushing out of your comfort zone and what's pushing out of your flow. And only you can know what that. You just got to look at where the fear is.
Yeah.
If it's fear because you've just got to get over fear, well then that's your comfort zone. You just got to expand it. There's no way around it. But if it's like, actually, I'm really not good at that because that's not what I'm good at.
Yeah.
It's not fear. It's just, hang on, I'm naturally better at this.
Yeah.
Then you should be following that. So when you look at internet marketing, there's probably, off the top of my head, 12 major areas where you get traffic from. Everywhere from social media to a website blog to doing solo ads to doing some offline marketing. That's putting ads in newspapers, magazines. That's still available. You can send out postcards. You can do banner ads. This is off the top of my head. What's other forms of traffic? YouTube, that's its own one. You've got classified ads like Craigslist. They're sort of the major ones. Yeah. So out of all of those, it's easy to get really lost. So first of all, you've got to be aware of what's available. It's a smorgasbord, right? It's a smorgasbord of traffic. So what your process will be is try and work out 2, maybe 3 maximum, and that's over time, areas where you want to focus on. For me, I've decided I like doing YouTube. YouTube gets a lot of traffic and your conversions are good because the thing is with YouTube, if people find you on YouTube, you're building a relationship even before they're on your list. Okay? So they'll get on your list because they like you, not because they've seen an ad.
Yeah.
So the conversions are so much better. Yeah. And Albie brought up a great stat the other day that said 70% of his leaders all found him on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
There's something in that, folks.
Yeah.
There's something in that, right?
Yeah.
So so for me it's going to be YouTube. I've got into SEO. I'm a detailed guy, as most people know. I do like number crunching. I do like looking at that. So I'm going to use SEO, search engine optimization, and for my particular blog and site, I've got some tools I'm going to use to drive organic traffic. Plus, I love solo ads. Solo ads with the right providers just work. I'm not much of a blogger and a writer, although I'm becoming that. So that's kind of a third one. And I'm going to use that skill within my solo ads and within the blog pages that I'm going to have designed for search engine optimization for my keywords, and using videos on each of them. I'm going to combine those skills.
Yeah.
So I think Lawrence is going down the Facebook PPC. That would be another one I would try, but I've already got my plate full. Yeah. Let's master those first.
Sure.
Then I'm going to outsource what I can. There's another trick. When you get to a certain level, you need to actually start handing off to outsourcers, virtual assistants who can run things for you to free yourself up. Because remember, this is about getting your time back.
Yes.
There's days where I used to spend 12 hours a day at the computer,
It's working smarter, not harder.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you've got to do that.
Yeah.
And now I'm working on average maybe 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
So, Does that answer your question about conversion? About marketing strategy.
You actually
find out what resonates with you.
Yeah, because yesterday we had a really good conversation about using things that you're really interested in. So, for example, if I like to YouTube,
yes,
using I like photography is trying to encompass that and go down a different avenue and from a different aspect using.
Let's talk about that because I wouldn't recommend this for newbies. But you're full time in this business, so you're not managing a job. You're managing a household and that. But you're really throwing yourself into this.
Yes.
So what we were talking about was if you've got a particular skill, passion, or niche, you could introduce the business to people within that niche. So you're into photography, and we went out and had a beautiful photo shoot.
Yeah.
Yesterday afternoon by the beach. It was just lovely. The sunset and all the pinks.
Beautiful.
It was gorgeous down here. So one strategy could be. Tina could be marketing, talk about your third person because I know people are watching. You could be marketing, you could be basically marketing in that niche. So you could be communicating with other photographers and doing things, having your link saying, look, if you want to learn how to supplement your income. Sorry guys, we got so carried away with our conversation that I forgot that every 30 minutes my camera stops recording because that's the length of the record time for this, so I'm not sure where that cut off. But hopefully that's been of value. If you're watching this and this is on Tina's channel, join Tina. She's just wonderful. If you're watching this, join with me. I'd love to have you on my team. Have you got any final questions or anything else you want to cover off while you got the chance?
I haven't got any more questions for now, but I'm sure there'll always be questions, and I think in being involved with the team and the fact that there's a Facebook group as well, which is starting to open up as well. So I know that there's a platform there for support, additional support.
Yeah.
Because you've got to stand on your own 2 feet too. So yeah, really excited. I'm really thankful that you've came and spent the time with me.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been
great.
so good.
Yeah.
And we had, as I said, great to be down the beach yesterday and taking some photos. And
Yes.
yeah, so that's what it's all about, is to be able to do what you want to do when you want to do it.
Totally.
So, and not worry about
the freedom lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. So
Okay.
thank you.
Great. It was good fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
See you guys.
Bye.